guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have our next big bad boy EZA character. This is EZA Future Gohan. Now, I think that EZA Future Gohan can be a very helpful character. It's a little bit difficult, I think, to properly evaluate him just right off the cuff. One reason is because we're kind of, like, they're resetting the meta a little bit with how hard some of the newer bosses are. But I think with Future Gohan having support, damage reduction, the ability... Oh my god, dude, I've got all these special stickers I've never used that I could just pop on them. But, you know, all of these characters, you know, sort of, like, have Future Gohan having support, damage reduction, and guard, right? These are kind of like special abilities that I think can help him function pretty well against some of these bosses. So I definitely want to give him a sticker. I mean, Future Gohan's been able to get a sticker since stickers were first a thing, right? But this guy was a release only a couple of months. Oh, I didn't change his build yet. Oh, I'm a silly goose. Okay, I'll do that in 2 seconds. And then, of course, here's his Super Saiyan sticker. Let me just quickly change his build, then we'll come back. Now, if you guys are curious what you want to do, I think, like, a mix of, like, raw defense and dodge is the way to go. It's like, I mean, people are going to be so anti-dodge, of course, but, you know, you really do want to give yourself an extra added chance with how hard these bosses are supering. I just don't, because in base, Future Gohan gets 50% attack and defense from a super attack effect. So in base, additionals can help you defensively. In his Super Saiyan form, he doesn't get defense from a super attack effect, so additionals no longer help him out defensively. And then crits, I mean, you could give him crits if you're, you know, want to really maximize his damage. I feel like raw defense, dodge, then additional, probably in that order. I think I want to prioritize raw defense, then I'm going to go dodge, then I'm going to go additional for this EZA Future Gohan. Although he doesn't have super effect against all types or crits, so, you know, giving him crits can sort of help his damage out as well. A lot of times you do want to balance these characters out, right? That's another thing a lot of people forget, right, about giving dodge to a lot of characters these days, is so many characters already have built-in additionals and super effective against all types and crits and stuff like that. So dodge is just balancing them out. So, yeah, let me switch up his build a little bit. Again, we're going to prioritize raw defense, and then we'll hop in. We'll probably just hop in. Maybe we could do the future androids, Dismal Future Red Zone fight. I think that would be pretty good for the showcase here. Alright, guys, I'm going to go with this. I was actually close to settling on more like a 20 dodge, and then getting a little bit more to like 6 or 9 for the additionals and crits, but no matter what, I definitely really wanted to make sure. Actually, I mean, damn. Maybe I could... See, I would like to... Nah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this. I'll regret it if I don't go with this, because I feel like this Future Gohan is a very handy character that I'll be using a lot. This should work well. A silver that would give, like, you know, like, if we could get, like, a 4 additional and 3 crit or something like that, or 4 additional, 2 crit, something like that, in silver could be pretty good right here. But again, I did want to prioritize giving him the raw defense equips. I think prioritizing raw defense for damage reduction or guard characters can be a very smart thing to do. So we'll jump in. Let's go fight the Dismal Future androids, and let's see how Future Gohan cooks it up. Alright, guys, we're here. This is not the greatest opening rotation. I mean, you know, speaking about it would be nice if we could, like, link, you know, same name characters could link. It would certainly improve our prospects if we would load into something like this, right? So let's go and take a look. So Future Gohan, remember that he's going to be getting 50% attack and defense from his super attack effect, which will be very helpful for us. Now, one thing that's really good, he gives Bond of Master Disciple category allies 2-key 50% attack and defense. Of course, we are on Kid Gohan's 200%, you know, team here. We get 58% damage reduction when HP 70% or less, which obviously it's not. 50% attack and defense on super attack, and then 1 key and 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. So, hold on. So, we're at 229. He gets 50% from his passive and 50% from his super attack effect. You could see how he is actually quite good if his damage reduction and or his guard is up. If you have the damage reduction and the guard up, he will be quite tanky, even against some of the big Dismal Future Red Zone bosses, I'm thinking. Alright, now this is a pretty awful rotation. We have no slot 1 characters right here, so it's very likely we're just absolutely going to get smoked right here, but it is what it is. I don't know if 18's going to have enough juice to do 800k in one blow, but this is going to hurt us. Now, Future Gohan, our link set here is All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Cold Judgment, Experienced Fighters, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle. One thing to keep in mind with the defense, in a lot of maybe like Future Saga teams or something like that, you're not going to have All in the Family up, because Physical Future Gohan was nice for a while, but like he doesn't still hold up. There's no way. Characters, like Tech Ultimate Gohan, my GOAT. You can't like run him in these Dismal Future Red Zone stages very easily with how hard they hit turn 1. It's very tough. So, that wave of characters, it's very iffy. All right, so was that a 7 million attack stat? I'll take that. Considering his defense level, the potential for damage reduction, the potential for guard, right, and support, I like it. I say this a lot, but Red Zone viable support type characters are just tremendous. Tremendous. So I really, really, really love that. No super attack at all, okay. And then now we'll see. No super attack again. All right. I am not even going to super attack with Piccolo. This way we could take advantage to kind of build up some of these characters a little bit more. No reason to have Orange Piccolo kind of steal the show and just, run a buzzsaw through these future androids. Now, remember, in order for Future Gohan to transform, they did not change his transformation condition, by the way. I'm not really the biggest fan of that, because while I think he can be better in base, it is still a lot of RNG, right? Because if you're in base form for Future Gohan, and he isn't guarding, then he'll be better Super Saiyan. But if he is guarding, I think defensively, he probably, with damage reduction plus guard, plus, I don't know what, 400k-ish defense or something like that, like, he'll be pretty good. All right, how are we looking right here? This is going to be a great turn. We're going to have a lot of links activated. We still have All in the Family up. On, like, the next turn, we won't have All in the Family up, so that'll be good. We'll be able to see what Future Gohan's defense looks like there. Next turn, we also will transform. So, again, Future Gohan's transformation condition is 58% HP or more with a Trunks on the team, and it's turn 4. Now, I've said this over and over and over for a while. I don't like transformation conditions that are multiple different conditions stacked on top of each other. Those can really suck, because there's just so many moving parts that can constantly happen that it's just a huge bummer, right? So, again, 58% HP is not, I guess, the worst ever, especially because Future Gohan himself does get quite a bit better as your health gets lower. The Trunks, the problem is that at the moment, we have LR Vegeta and Trunks. That's kind of like the best Trunks. The EZA Tech Trunks is okay. He's okay, but I mean, he's very shit for the first several turns, right? Like, again, some of these, the God and Mortal event or these newer Red Zone stages, like, he gets cut up quite easily in those fights, right? So that is certainly a problem. I guess Future Gohan, actually, where he would be pretty nice is he is a great addition, I think, to Super Trunks' team, which is good. Super Trunks, nothing bothers me more than when they drop, like, a Dokkan Fest or an LR that's, like, practically a fumble. It just drives me nuts, right? Like, LR Super Boo, I hate that they've done nothing to support LR Super Boo. I hate it so much. LR Super Boo, I think, should be, like, he should be getting help. And, like, Fusion Zamasu, I guess, sort of counts, but, I mean, Super Boo hasn't felt that great to me on Fusion Zamasu's team. Alright, so this is a decent turn. Okay, so we're at 260k defense. Remember that Future Gohan, he gets 3 key, 158% attack and defense at the start of turn here. He gets 58% attack and defense on Super. He gets a 58% damage reduction, which is good. Then he gets 1 key and 40% attack and defense per bond of Master and Disciple category ally in the same turn. That accounts for all 3 characters, so we're getting 120% of stats right there. Then Gohan as an additional has a high chance to be a super if there's a Trunks in the same turn. And then he launches an additional super if there's an Android or Future Saga category enemy. So we should be getting all of those. Future Gohan. Oh no! Oh my god, I'm a silly Billy. This slipped my brain. Oh my god, dude, there's already 50 comments. Dude, you guys are down there. You have your your magnifying glasses out. You guys are smoking on your pipes, waiting for me to say one little thing. But yeah, Future Gohan, he has a medium chance to crit on his super attack effect. So you know what that means. Yes! I found even more of a reason for dodge and raw defense. Yes! Okay, yeah. He has a medium chance to crit. And he does stack attack. By the way, I don't think the stack attack is that big of a deal on Future Gohan. Sure, it'll give us a little bit of extra damage, but, you know, basically, if there's changes I would make to this Future Gohan, it's simply consolidate his transformation condition, make that a little bit better, and then let him get 30% defense from his super attack effect. That, I mean, it would make him really powerful if he was getting 30% defense from a super attack effect. Like, it would make a gargantuan difference, but, I mean, the thing is, they don't typically make EZA TURs like, oh my god, like, blowing the doors off, you know, like, strongest character, they're so nasty, they're so nuts, going toe-to-toe with all the toughest bosses. They typically don't do that, but they're pumping the difficulty of these events up a lot, so they need to give us characters to fight those events. Future Gohan is definitely good enough to do that, but I think he could have been a little bit even better. Now, I was talking about the Trunkses. Keep in mind that we very easily, we're anticipating a Carnival LR Trunks in Part 2. I mean, if that Trunks is, you know, best unit in the game or, you know, in discussion for best unit in the game, things could change. All right, so Future Gohan's looking pretty good right here, by the way. He's critting every single attack, too, so I think his crit, and then that was the hidden potential system additional at the end right there, right? I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, they made him toast up these androids. Jesus Christ. I was actually Future Gohan was so explosive right there. Like, let's do a run where we aren't fighting an android or Future Saga enemy. Let's do that. Because, I mean, god damn, that did look good by Future Gohan right there. But yeah, Future Gohan could see a massive bump in viability if, you know, this upcoming LR Trunks is, you know, like 1, 2, or 3 or something like that, which I'd say is a very good chance of happening. You know, I think that the Trunks could easily be like a domain character with his Spirit Bomb Sword. I think we easily could see that. All right, so Future Gohan, great start. Let's, again, that was so explosive, so fast. Let me just hop into the Red Zone Frieza fight. We'll come back on like turn 2 or 3 or something like that. Let me just get like a couple more turns of Future Gohan, but he definitely seems solid. I like him. I mean, this is, considering they just gave us transforming Vegeta, I think that this Future Gohan is excellent. He is excellent. Alrighty, so we are here. Our Future Gohan started out in slot 7. Now, this is a bit of a scary rotation right here. Again, I do like the Frieza fight as a showcase stage, and I also do like the Cell fight as a showcase stage. I did want to do a fight where we had Future Gohan's additionals up, and a fight where we don't have them up, although this is not good. This is not good. Frieza will slash Future Gohan. I almost wonder if I should have put Future Gohan in slot 1. I hope, well, I mean, we can dodge, I guess. Oh boy. Alright, slot 1 wouldn't have helped since he supered right away. We do dodge it, oh my god. Okay. Well, there we go. Put it on the board, thank you. That's why. Again, crits and additionals don't help us there, but that does, you know. Anyway, Vegeta and Trunks, man, they're still... Vegeta and Trunks are still solid, but like them and many other very powerful characters have been power crept a bit, right? They're not quite, you know, whereas, you know, when Omega was there, it's like, oh yeah, you know, they're just as good as ever. But now with these dismal Future Red Zone stages for Vegeta and Trunks, there's no way. Like, it's just the damage in these fights is too high. But to be fair, that does affect almost every character. But the thing about Vegeta and Trunks is that the whole basis of them is holding down slot 1 and being able to eat these attacks and still function well, right? And it's like, the thing is that they're not doing, they can't do that anymore, right? Like, it's like they can eat some attack. If you get super lucky, sure, right? But like, it can be very risky, very scary for Vegeta and Trunks. AGL Carnival Goku can have some issues as well. I mean, it depends, right? Like AGL Carnival Goku, I never got a chance to use him much in the Goku Black fight, but like, he could be very effective in there because he's got the Ki Blast nullification, right? Whereas Goku Black does the Ki Blast Super right away, which can be good. So like, there is some stuff like that, right? But it is just a different time. That's why for Future Gohan to be even better, I would like to see a stronger Trunks come out. You know, we will... I probably will do a Super Trunks showcase soon against the Zamasu Red Zone fight. I guess I really should just call it the Zamasu Red Zone fight. That's literally what it's called, is versus Zamasu, right? Even though you fight Zamasu and Goku Black. So, against the Zamasu Red Zone stage, I probably will make Super Trunks maybe one of my first showcases in there. And then I guess we might bring Future Gohan as well. Okay, so this is a decent turn for Gohan. He's at 289. Remember, we do have All in the Family up. We got decent links. All right, let's go ahead and see what he does right here. Remember that he does have damage reduction, and he will stack his attack. Maybe it would be, kind of ridiculous if, whatchamacallit, like if Gohan got 30% defense from a super attack effect. Like, I understand that. But, like, man, I'll tell y'all, I would trade the medium chance to crit for the 30% defensive increase. By the way, from that last turn against the androids, it did seem... I'll have to go back and double check that Future Gohan crit on that normal as well. But Future Gohan's crit chance, it does seem to work like Kale, right? Where it's a stacking 30% chance to crit. I mean, that could benefit, hidden potential system additionals, by the way. Because, you super, you get your guaranteed additional, which could, crit as well. And it's like, yeah, this guy is just pumping out crits. And then there's the hidden potential system additional right there, which is always a normal, man. Please! Why has the heavens forsaken me? We got the hidden potential system additional, and it was a normal, like always. It's always a normal. Why? Oh. My luck has been dreadful lately. But it's not even, I feel like we did dodge a super earlier with Future Gohan, but I just feel like my luck overall has been completely horrendous. Like, it's not like, oh, I've been missing all of my additionals, but, my dodges have been clutching. Like, I haven't been dodging for, like, several days either, so right now I'm just getting crushed. One thing I do want to do, I guess I could just talk about some videos I've got planned. So the Vegito Blue Mortal and God event it's a very tough stage, right? But you could debuff him. So I think I'm going to do a run of the coolers in there. I think the cooler team can work super effectively. And, you could bring AGL Turles, you could bring Ma Jr., you got, Final Form Cooler, Golden Frieza. All these characters debuff, right? So, you will be bringing Vegito Blue's damage to its knees. Piccolo Jr., yet again, dominant in a fight. Although, I mean, Piccolo Jr., the thing about him is his debuff applies in slot 1. So it's like turn 1, slot 1, you put Piccolo Jr. slot 1, and he could get one shot. But, like, if Vegito Blue's already debuffed, it could be a little bit safer, right? Damn it, man. I want to get footage for Future Gohan. We didn't finish him. I mean, he does just have damage reduction at the start of turn. Typically you're going to want to... Oh, look at All in the Family, by the way. 40k defense. Once you start talking about the 58% defense he gets on super attack, it's like that can make a little bit of a difference. But I guess a lot of his defense really is just start of turn, huh? Because it's like he's not getting anything from a super attack effect. Like the 40% attack and defense per bond of Master Disciple category character, that's up just at the start of turn, right? So is his actual start of turn buffs as well. Okay. No super attack. It's at 9.74 right there. I like Future Gohan. I think he's a decent character. They gave him some stuff. They could have given him a little bit more, but they did give him enough for me to be satisfied. He crits every attack. What the hell? There's all my luck. It's going into Future Gohan crits, dude. Like, what is this guy doing? Here, let me just pop this. I think we'll get one more turn by our GOAT, Future Gohan, but honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I do think he's quite good. Is he the second best EZA TUR? I want to get, like, a nice... Let me do a couple of showcases, right? Like, let's go fight Red Zone Zamasu. Let's fight, Red Zone Goku Black. First Form Cell. Do the Omega event. But, like, I feel like I could see myself putting Future Gohan at 2. Because I just feel like his... Like, the tools he has just work everywhere, right? Whereas, like, Blue Kaioken doesn't work against Omega. Physical Piccolo, he can work in the Dismal Future Red Zone stages, but you need big luck. He can get just, crushed by normals. So that's an issue for Physical Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, I mean, he is a dodger. He's a true dodge or die character. I guess after a couple of additionals in blue. No, at the start of the year, a couple additionals in blue, and he could tank a little bit, but not anymore. Gogeta Blue is not tanking any, like, he's not taking nothing in the Dismal Future Red Zone, right? So he is a true dodge or die character. Tech Trunks takes a couple of turns to build up as well. I just feel like Future Gohan is just much more, like, all-around solid than, like, all these other characters, right? You know, Physical Piccolo is good, but, you know, he needs a couple of turns to build up as well. It's not just, oh, turn one, we're, you know, dick slapping everything. The thing that really helps him out so much still is, you know, his partnership with Orange Piccolo. Sure, let's do this. Again, we'll make this the final turn right here. But Future Gohan seems pretty good. I'm ready to take him into some of these tough, difficult stages, and we'll see if Future Gohan is able to do some cook jobs for us. All right, let's see. Oh, we're getting those dodges. Yeah, the dodges, the crits, the additionals. He's got everything, man. I was misspeaking out my ass earlier. Giving him full dodge, yeah, we balanced the hell out of him with his chance to crit from his super attack effect, his guaranteed additional already in passive. We just balanced his ass out. Lovely. And then there, damn it, of course it's an additional normal, man. Come on. Always an additional normal, always. All right, this is Heroic Warrior. Super Saiyan Gohan, or Gohan Future, my bad, Gohan Future, yeah. He does have a transformation. We're talking about regular Gohan Future for now. His leader skills, Bond of Master and Disciple or Hybrid Saiyan category key 3, and 170% of stats. So, like, you know, some of these EZA TURs have got some really solid leader skills for sure, right? His super attack is the Explosive Barrage, which greatly raises attack and evens for 1 turn and does immense damage to the enemy. That's a 50% buff. So again, giving him additionals would allow him to potentially get a lot more defense in base, which could be good, right? For sure. His passive skill, Tenacious Warrior, gives him 1 key and 150% to stats at the start of turn. He gets 50% attack and evens on super attack. He gets 58% damage reduction when HP is 70% or less. Then he gives Bond of Master and Disciple category allies 2 key and 50% to stats. He has a high chance to guard if there is a Trunks in the turn, and then he transforms when conditions are met. So, going through everything, he does have damage reduction, which is conditional, but it's fine. And then guard, which is conditional, but it's fine. This is the type of character where he has these types of conditions, and it's like, I don't want to say necessarily that I like it or I love it, but I would much rather we have this than nothing at all. Like, this gives Future Gohan the ability to compete. The fact that he does have these abilities, right? Falling below 70% HP might not be that big of an issue. Again, it's all RNG. It's not going to be consistent every time. But the thing that's good about it is, if we fall below 70% HP, you know, chances are good that we're below the transformation condition as well. But at least he's got the damage reduction regardless of, you know, if he's transformed or not. And then you do have the high chance to guard. Again, he should be better defensively in base if the guard is up, but that's also just a high chance. The one thing I do really like about Future Gohan, though, is his ability to, you know, the whole Super Trunks team has the same weakness, which is once your HP starts going down, they all, like, lose special abilities. Future Gohan is the opposite, though, so I think he will help that team out, which is really good. Gohan's transformation condition is HP is 50% or more, with a Trunks on the team starting from the 4th turn. I hate that there's 3 conditions there. Like, I understand, like, oh, you know, Trunks isn't that bad, but, I mean, that does potentially hurt him on, like, a Goku family setup if we would run him. Although, I mean, if you can't transform, yeah, but, because if you don't have a Trunks, you can't guard either. So it's like, Future Gohan, he really becomes special, but you need Trunks, yeah. Because I was thinking, like, well, maybe, you know, staying in base, he could potentially be a little bit better defensively than in Super Saiyan form, but it's not, you're not going to have the guard, right, to be able to do that. HP, turn, and character condition, not really. I'm just not a fan. It's just too many moving parts. His link set is All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Cold Judgment, Experienced Fighters, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle. 12 key multiplier is 150%, which is sure pretty decent right there. And then Future Gohan is on a lot of category teams. So he, of course, is on Bond of Master and Disciple. Future Gohan actually introduced this category into the game. Then Future Gohan is also on Hybrid Saiyans. Another restricted hybrids character, but at least Future Gohan's restriction is to another Hybrids character, so that's good, that's good. Then we have the Future Saga, which of course is kind of like the main celebration team. So, you know, nice that we get extra options there. Gohan, of course, is also on the Android/Cell Saga team. This is great to buff Super Trunks. I just hate when they drop Dokkan Fest and LRs and don't really adequately give them help. This is a nice help to Super Trunks, which is good. Then Gohan is also on the Goku family team. Of course, we have a lot of very powerful characters over there. Gohan is also over here on the Super Saiyans category team. You know, we do like that. Although, again, we're kind of in the midst of, like, seemingly event power creep. I mean, once it settles out with, you know, maybe, like, the Infinite Zamasu fight or whatever at the end of the Dismal Future Red Zone, we'll see. Then Gohan is also on Transformation Boost as well. Nice. Another super class option to there is good. Then Future Gohan is here on, what is this? This is All Out Struggle. I love extra options for a team like this. That's great. Then Future Gohan is on Connected Hope as well. This is a bit of a bummer, but remember, for some reason, Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks is not on Connected Hope when he probably should be, right? That's a bummer there. Future Gohan is also on the Bond of Parent and Child category team, one of the strongest teams in the game. And then finally, Future Gohan is on the Earthbred Fighter team. Again, one of my picks for strongest category as well. So there's base form Future Gohan. Decent, right? You know, got a lot of defense, got damage reduction, got support, got guard, got a lot of tools that sort of help make him special. And again, you could transform into Super Saiyan Future Gohan. This is if HP is 50% or more, you have a Trunks on the team, and it's the 4th turn or later. His super attack changes, his passive changes, and he gets a couple of links that actually change as well. So Gohan's super attack becomes the Explosive Dance, which stacks attack, does immense damage, and then has a medium chance to crit. Certainly a lot of firepower in there. Two changes I would make is just, like, clean up the transformation condition and give him 30% defense right here. It really would make him crazy if he would additional super. His defense would be so nuts against even some of the biggest bosses in the game, but it would really make this guy nutty, man. That's kind of like just what I would like from him, right? But, you know, stacking attack plus the crit chance certainly will allow him to do extra damage. His passive skill, Rage Against Androids, he gets 3 ki and 158% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 58% attack and defense from performing a super attack. Then he gets 58% damage reduction at the start of turn. Then he gets 1 ki and 40% attack and defense per bond of Master and Disciple category allies in the turn. Then he launches an additional that has a high chance to be a super if there's an ally whose name includes Trunks in the turn. And then he gets an additional super against an Android's enemy and an additional super against a Future Saga category enemy. Finally, his new Super Saiyan Link set becomes all in the family: Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Cold Judgment, Experienced Fighters, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle. So there we go. There is this EZA Future Gohan. I need to get a little bit more use out of him before I'm kind of sure how good this guy is. I could see him being as high as the 2nd best EZA TUR, and probably no lower than 4th. I definitely would think that this guy is going to be better than Gogeta. He's not better than Zamasu, but I can't see him being worse than Gogeta. So, I kind of put this guy in a class with Blue Kaioken and Piccolo, if that makes sense. That's kind of the general area I'm getting from this Future Gohan. So, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.